Hello, you're welcome to this week's hack at the Manifest Academy. My name is Anne TK and I am happy to have you here as always. Now, this week there was something I was thinking about where we were studying about debt, and then there's something they talked about. So I felt like, oh wow, I need to share. This is a hack because the way it communicates to me is just different from the way I get it. I mean, it spoke volumes to me. There's a way I understood it. There's a way it really spoke. And they were teaching about stewardship. To me, it felt like sometimes most of the things that hold us back is the fact that we think we are the owners, but we are not. We are just stewards. So if we go with that mentality, thinking that knowing, it's not even a thought, it is knowing that you are a steward, then you have less problems to wonder about, there are less things to mind about. All you have to do is be a good manager. From where I was, they were teaching us, and then they said, the main assignment given to mankind is dominion over resources. Dominion over resources. If you remember in the book of Genesis, when God was creating mankind, they gave us dominion over resources, over the seas of the water, over the animals, and over everything. They just gave us dominion over them. We were supposed to take care of them. We were supposed to procreate, to create more things. So that is dominion. We were given dominion, and that is management. When you are given something to take charge of it, you are supposed to look after it, not to take over it. Take an example of someone. If you give them in your business, and then you come and they're taking care of, and then they are thinking it is theirs. Whatever they are doing is theirs. Like, you have to be the one to keep asking about what is going on, what is going on, what is going on. Or sometimes, if you come and ask them, they'll tell you, I don't know. Take an example of a shop. Now, that is in a book of Straightforward Financial Growth. There was a story that Apostle Moses was talking about. He said that, give an example, you go to a shop, and then it's your shop, then you have a shopkeeper there who is the shop manager, and then you reach there and tell them, how much cooking oil are we left with, how much sugar are we left with, how much this are we left with. Then he tells you, I don't know. Okay, how much have you sold this week? I don't know. Like, everything they don't know. What would you do as the owner of the shop? Well, definitely I would fire them, because they don't know anything. Seems like they're not minding, they don't care. They are bad managers. For someone who doesn't care, that makes you a bad manager. So as God creating us, making us dominion over everything, makes us managers and not owners. And then they went ahead and they talked about management being the principal goal of mankind. Now, for man, management is the goal, because when God created us, He told us, go and procreate, give us dominion over them, over resources. In the same way, your children, you are just given to them to manage them. Your marriage, to manage your marriage. Your health, to manage your health. Your wealth, to manage your wealth. You are not the owner. Once I got that mentality and understood it, I said, okay, it is well with my soul. I stopped thinking about myself. That's why sometimes we are so stressed. I hear the money is getting finished. I hear the marriage is wasting away. We are stressed because we think it is ours. But once you know it is not you, you are just the manager. You are going to work knowing, I am the manager. There is the CEO of this company. There is the CEO of this marriage. There is the CEO for this family, for these children, for this business, for the money I have. So those are the resources. But once you know that, then you manage it better. Now, also we learn that whatever you fail to manage, that one you lose. You get what I mean? If you fail to manage your marriage, you definitely lose your marriage. If you fail to manage your health, you lose it. If you fail to manage your money, you lose your money, and many others. If you fail to manage your academics, you lose it. You fail to manage your job, you lose your job. Whatever you fail to manage, you lose. So do you look at it again that we are managers? Are you now looking at what I am saying? Do you now know that you are a manager of whatever space you are in? Even your friendships, when you fail to manage your friendships, you lose them. Whatever you fail to manage, you lose. So God's primary measure to trust you is through management. That's why if you remember the parable of the talents, where one was given 5, another one 2, another one 1. The one who managed better what he was given, it was multiplied. Then the one with 1 who failed to manage it, saying, you are a tough person, so I just hid it there. that one, it was even taken away from them. So yes, once God can only trust you if you are a good manager. Sometimes we think about these people who are really rich and all. They are giving them because they are good managers, not because they are worshiping the most or what. And it is a form of worship as you steward well. So we are stewards. So, but now you think about yourself. How do you see things? How do you think of things generally? Do you see things as the owner of those things, or do you have this mindset of I am a steward? So I want you to have the mindset that you are the steward and not the owner. Because every time you think you are the owner, that is the problem. Because that's when fear comes in, that's when worry comes in, that's when procrastination comes in. Because you think you're the owner. You're feeling bad because you have to get to the thing. You're feeling stressed because the deal is not going through. Well, you are feeling stressed because you think you're the owner. You're feeling stressed because you can't even win a soul. You can't win a soul because you think you're the owner. But every time you look at it and you know that you are a steward, then your heart is well, so that the owner should handle the situation. You are only putting out the vessel, not being the owner of souls. What do you want souls for? You don't need souls. Souls are for God. So just put out your vessel, go there, talk to someone. If they refuse, that is not on you. It is God who loves souls. Let him deal with the souls that he loves. I was giving an example to some of my team members, and I was telling them, we're going to do some evangelism. So I was telling them that when we are going to win the souls, when we are going to evangelize, we shouldn't worry about what soul we are going to win, or we shall win, or someone will insult us, or chase us. That is not our worry. Our worry is, have we told them? If God loves them so much, he should win them. That is his work. It is not ours. Ours is to speak and talk to them. I give an example of a girl and a boy. If a boy is interested in a girl, it is harder for them to approach that person. But if the other guy who is not interested in that girl can actually talk to the girl very freely, and he will go there and tell that girl, hey, by the way, that guy likes you. He will make it easy. Now, for them to push forward is on the other guy. This guy wants to keep vibing the girl for you. You need to take your move. So in the same one, we are going to win souls. We are going for God, like we are going to vibe the girl for him. He should push forward. The most we can do is be there and tell him, you know, the other guy likes you. The rest needs to go on. Otherwise, that is the most we can do. So management is a stewardship. It is a stewardship where we are accountable to whatever we do. Every steward is accountable to someone. You have to be accountable to someone. Even on your health, you have to be accountable to someone. Look at it in that way, that don't think because you are speaking in tongues, because you are so Christian, you are so religious, that you will live long just like that by wasting away. You think you can eat junk, you can eat anything. No, you are going to die surely. You are going to lose your health, you are going to lose your life. But while you maintain it and you manage it, you are managing it because you are appreciative that God has given it to you, knowing it is not yours. You have to preserve it because you have an impact to do. But if you want to be great, you can't be great if you're going to die. You can't manage your wealth, you can't manage your health, you can't manage your family, you can't manage anything. Whatever it is that you cannot manage or that you do not manage, you lose. That is something that you need to know from this conversation, because that is something that I understood. So as a steward, to give myself freedom, because when you operate under rest, things move so freely. So when I know that, this is not my thing, I'm doing this thing for a CEO who is God, or for a CEO who is my boss at work, or like in different spaces, we have people we are accountable for. But even that CEO or whoever your boss at work is accountable for, there is a chain, and at the end of it, it's God. Because God has created us to dominate, and we have to dominate in all spheres. You will not be the direct dominator, but there's someone who is standing in at that time as your manager. But like the Bible says, work as you work unto the Lord, not because of the boss or what. No, you work as if you are working to God, as if he is your guy. Because it is true, he is the one who is your guy. Through that chain, in that workplace, in whatever it is, he has placed you there because of that. So you do not own the business, you do not own the marriage, you do not own that health of yours, you don't own your body or the children, you don't own all those things. So, but when you handle the children knowing you're steward, now some people just go and spoil their children, you don't even care because you think you love them very much. You cannot love your children more than God. But how would you want to present them? Then when they come, they visit, and then they're jumping on people's chairs, what? Then visitors are coming, they're standing by the visitor who is eating things. Then you say, oh, what is wrong with them this time? They're not usually like that. No, they are usually like that. Don't disturb us. Train your children as though they are not yours, because they are not. Like, you are a steward, but you see you're mismanaging resources that they have given. They have given you children, but you're just leaving them Like sometimes I was in the hospital and then the parent was saying, hey, can you imagine? He doesn't want them to check that. How don't they want you to check the teeth of the child? Because the child is saying, I don't want. What do you mean you don't want? I don't know how you cannot want. Do you get what I mean? You are a steward, manage it well, because you want that whatever fruit you have done, maybe your marriage, maybe your children, all the money, that when it is passed through fire, it can come out as gold. Because you see, when you pass grass in fire, it will burn. When you pass pepper into fire, it will burn. But when you pass into gold, those stones into fire, it is refined and then it comes out as gold. That is the kind of fruit that you want to bear from your stewardship. So the mind that I want us to carry today, I want us to know we are stewards in whatever sphere. So whatever you are going to do, whatever you're doing, just know you are a steward. So don't feel shy about going to win a soul. Don't feel shy about starting a business. Like every time you're feeling shy about advertising or marketing your product, you are failing as a steward because the business is not yours. It is God's business. You didn't give yourself the idea. It is His business, but you are failing. You can't market your product. You can't display your children. You can't do anything in your marriage. You can't say anything. But you see, every time you fail to do what you have failed, you are a bad manager. And I want to repeat, whatever you fail to manage, that one, you lose. Well, that is what I wanted you to know today. And subscribe, because I need to manage this channel. I need to manage it, and I'm managing it by calling you to subscribe, and I'm managing it by every day putting in a video on Tuesday at 6 a.m. you are able to see it. That is how I am being a steward of this channel, considering it is not mine. I am calling you upon to subscribe, share with friends. What do you have to lose? Don't think it is about you. It's not about you. Share with friends, tell them, subscribe. There's this babe, she has nice stuff, she has real hacks. Or tell them, she's my friend, subscribe. What's up? Have a lovely, lovely day. Goodbye.